Hi guys, so it's really sorry it's been a very long time. Been really busy with a course, but today I'm going to show you my cube collection, or pretty much all the puzzles that I've got at the moment. So yeah, I don't have a lot as you can see, but it's in progress of getting really big, so I'm going to buy more puzzles as well. There's not a lot of puzzles on the shelf, so I'm going to fill the gaps in with the puzzles that I need. Yeah, so but pretty much first we'll go through the shelf and then we'll go onto the desk. I'll be buying heaps more puzzles. There's basically be more unboxing videos and that kind of stuff. So anyways, let's get started. Here I've got pretty much all of these sizes. I still need more. As you can see, I don't have a lot. I don't have all of them here, but they all come. So pretty much this one here is we have a pretty much a 1x1 cube that I made. Got some old stickers and cut them up, put it on a black dice cube. That's pretty much it. 2x2 is a Chi Kaz 2x2. Then we've got a Moyu Aolong V2 3x3. Then we have a Moyu Aosu 4x4. And then we've got a Xingxiao 5x5. And here we've also got a Xingxiao 7x7. Here we have a Xingxiao 11x11. As you can tell, I still need the 8x8. My 9x9 was left at the comp, so someone's going to give it back to me. So when I get it back, it will go back on into that spot there. And yeah, I'll also be getting a 13x13 as well. Onto the Minxes, which are these ones. I've only got two on the shelf. I used to have a Color Minx, but I don't know where it's gone to. It's been looking everywhere for it, but it's not there. But this is a Dai Mega Minx. It's really terrible. I don't use it lots, so that's what's on the shelf. Here we have a Xingxiao Giga Minx, and yeah, so that's all the mixes I've got. And I've also been getting Terra Mixes, Master Color Mixes, Elite Color Mixes, and Pyramix and Terra Mixes as well. So yeah, so onto the Pyramixes. They also have a Permorphix, but I don't know where that's gone to, which is quite sad, so I might buy another one. This is just a Chi Pyramix. I don't know what type or what. It's just a Chi Pyramix. So yeah, this one here is a Xingxiao Master Pyramix. And these puzzles are really fun to solve, especially the Master Pyramix. So yeah, so that's all. That's the top shelf, or this top shelf. Now down here is pretty much all the cuboids. We have pretty much all the 2x2 by ends along the back there. I've only got one. We have the 3x3 by ends going along the middle here, and we've got the 4x4 ends going along this way. So yeah, so basically the only 2x2 by end I've got is a Chi 2x2x3. I used to have a 2x2x4, but that broke, sadly. But anyways, that's the only 2x2 by end I've got. I'll be getting more as well. Over here we have the 3x3 by ends. So this is a 3x3x1 Z Cube Super Floppy. Then we have basically just a standard Rubik's 3x3. I basically just made my own stickers for it. Looks quite shabby, but that's why it's on the shelf. I don't use it lots. So the next one, we have a 3x3x4 from Cube for You. Also very fun puzzle to solve. Here we have a Cube for You Cubix 3x3x7. This is also a fun puzzle to solve as well. Basically, also in a week's time, I'll be getting a fully proportional 3x3x7 cuboid, so that will sit next to it. So that will be in a week's time, so I can't wait for that. So that's all of the 3x3 by ends I got. Now 4x4 by ends, I basically just got a 4x4, but I will be getting more 4x4 by ends later on. Anyways, so that's the cuboids I've got at the moment. Down here we have pretty much budget cubes that I've bought over the years. Pretty much all these ones here, I don't know exactly what brand these are, but basically these are all basically you can buy from the $2 shop. They're all different sizes. There's a big one back there, and it's basically a white one with tiles on it. There's also one behind there. But basically all these ones here are all $2 store cubes. The Armadillo cube is not a dollar store cube. It's about $20. So yeah, that's not. I just decided to put it there because you know what the hell. So basically under here we've got a Smiley cube. This is another dollar store cube. I basically got that for Christmas when I was younger. Now this thing, I don't know what this is, but it's just a little, pretty much a monument. It just basically just turns. It's not really kind of a puzzle of some sort. It's just something that I have. So yep, we've got that. Then we have a Sudoku cube that I had for ages. Don't know how to solve it. Not really I guess I'm alright at Sudoku, but when it comes to the Sudoku cubes, I'm not really that good. But here we have all the small 3x3s. So here we have pretty much the Rubik's brand smallest 3x3. But anyways, that's that. We have two keychain Rubik's 3x3s. This one is another Rubik's keychain. I pretty much cut the keychains off because there's no one of them on there. But as you can see, this one is basically made by my own stickers that I made. Pretty much printed them out on the computer. So there's that. And here's just a die-in mini 3x3. So that's all that. So that's all the budget cubes. So now next to them, this section here were basically the original puzzles from the early days. So first off, we have just basically 3 snakes. So this one here is I got for my 7th birthday, the purple one. This one's glow in the dark. I got this stationery shop called Smiggle. Here is basically my uncle gave it to me, so it's quite an old one. So yeah, those are the 3 snakes. Then we have a original square one at the back there. So that's really cool. I'm glad I've got that. Then we have just a calendar tower, so that's a cool puzzle to solve as well. Then we have a Rubik's Pocket 2x2 cube that I've pretty much got when I first started cubing. Now this here, a missing link, basically my uncle gave me, so that's pretty cool to solve. Here we have a Rubik's UFO, and I pretty much got that when I started cubing as well. Here we have basically they're not original Rubik's 3x3s from the 80s. They're like this is, I think it's a brand called Wonderful Puzzler. So they're not actually original Rubik's 3x3s from the 80s. They're just pretty much they're just like old 3x3s. Here is basically I got this when I was like really little. This puzzle is quite rare because these kind of went out of production, which is quite sad really. But I'm kind of glad I've still got mine. So yeah, so that is the original puzzles that I've got. Now down here we have we've got all the V-Cubes. So when I started cubing, I was also a huge V-Cube fan when they came out. I've been cubing for about 10 years, so yeah, so this is just all the V-Cubes that I've collected over the years. So down here we have a V-Cube 2 pillowed, we have a V-Cube 2 squared off, or flat, we have a V-Cube 3 pillowed, we have a V-Cube 3 square, a flat, then we have a V-Cube 4 flat, a V-Cube 5, back there we have a V-Cube 7, and back there we also have a V-Cube 6. Now, I don't really use these in comp because they're not really that great cubes, but I like kind of just, you know, I still want to get like the V-Cube 4 pillowed and V-Cube 8 and V-Cube 9 as well. So yeah, that will be more to come. So I still like V-Cubes, but I wouldn't use them in comp, so yeah. Over here we have pretty much, these are like Rubik's Cubes that I've collected. This one down here with the battered stickers, that was my first 3x3 that I learnt on. So I pretty much learned how to solve the Rubik's Cube on that cube, which is really cool. Over here we have pretty much a Rubik's Speed Cube. It's one with the kind of the ridges in the center, as you can see there. You probably can't. Oh yeah, so there. So it's one of those. But the one next to it, that one is just another Rubik's 3x3 that I've collected. This is another Rubik's 3x3. It's a newer kind of a newer one. This one here was the first Rubik's 4x4 that I got, that I learnt on as well. And this one here is my first first ever 5x5. So that's my first ever 4x4, and that's my first ever 5x5 that I've got. So as you can see, they're not really on their stands properly, but yeah. Pretty much under that we have one of the newer Rubik's 4x4s with the tiles on them. So you've got that one back there, and then you've got also a Rubik's 5x5 that I've also just got as well. So so yeah, it's basically just cubes that I've kind of kept. So onto here, basically there's only one puzzle here, but it's not really a puzzle. It's basically just like a Rubik's Revolution that I've got. It's just like an electronic game thing. So here we basically got shape mods. So pretty much this one here, we have pretty much a mirror blocks cube, Xingxia mirror blocks. Also a very fun puzzle to solve. Here we have a FTO, which is face turning octahedron. Also another fun puzzle to solve. This one here is a helicopter cube. I got this from a comp ages ago. Here we have a square 2, which is also a really fun puzzle to solve as well. But I got the hang of it, so yeah, it's a really fun puzzle to solve. This one here is a windmill, YJ windmill cube. This one here is kind of like a bit, as you can see, the caps are kind of lost. It's a bit of a shame, but I might get another one later on. This one here is just a Rubik's brand void cube, and this one is a Smaz, or I don't think it's the actual Smaz time machine, but it's one of the time machine cubes that you can that I got from eBay. This is also a really fun puzzle to solve as well. So yeah, so that's all the shape mods I've got. I'll be getting more as well, like more like the Master Cubes and like other shape mods basically. So yeah, so that's pretty much the shelf in here. So down here we have pretty much basically on the desk here we've got all like my main cubes and like that kind of stuff. All the speed cubes that I kind of use in comps. So here we have just a Rubik's clock, just an original Rubik's clock that I would use in a comp. This one here is a Moyu Lingpo stickerless 2x2, so that's really good. Then we have a Volk 3x3, a Chi Volt 3x3. This is my main, and the one behind it is my backup main, which is a Chi Thunderclap. I think it's V1 or V2, I don't really know. This one here is a Yuxin Blue 4x4. This is my main. The one behind it is my backup main, which is a Moyu Aosu stickerless 4x4. This one here is a Chi Wuxuang 5x5, which is my main, and back there is a Moyu Huachuang 5x5 stickerless, which is my backup main. So 6x6 we have a Chi Wahua 6x6, which is my main. Then back there we have a Yuxin Red 6x6, which is not really that great because it pops a lot. Here we have a Moyu Alpha GT Cubic 7x7 stickerless, which is my, if I don't really compete in a 7x7, but if I have to, that will be my main. So here we've got Megamixes. Not really a Megamix solver, but this one here is my main Megamix. It's an X-Men Galaxy Concave Megamix. Behind it is a Xingxiao Megamix, which is my backup main, which is really bad because it just doesn't corner cut as well. Now these are scubes. This is a Chi stickerless scube. That's my main scube, and behind it is a Xingxiao, just a Xingxiao scube, and that's my backup. Now square one, pretty much my main event. Basically my main square one is just a Cubicle Pro square one. Behind it we have a Volt square one, which is my backup main, which is a Volt square one. Yeah, so these two here are just Chi square ones. They're both stickerless. This one here is just a Chi square one, stickered. Same as this one here as well. These ones here are kind of broken. This one here's one of my first square ones that I used when I started competing in square one. So this one is an MF. These two are MF8 square ones that I got when I started square one. So that's all the square ones. Now down here we have a Pyraminx. This is a X-Man magnetic, I think, Pyraminx. Yes, magnetic Pyraminx. And the one up there is my backup main, which is just that Chi Pyraminx. So yeah, so now we have just, this is not really cubes, these are just wood puzzles that I've collected. I'm not really going to go through them, but as you can see I also collect those kind of puzzles as well, which are quite fun to solve as well. And yeah, so I think that'll be it. Hope you enjoyed it. That's basically my puzzle collection at this point in time. So get more puzzles, more to come. So hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next videos. Cheers.